How a student challenged perceptions and redefined evil. A professor set out to demonstrate to his students that God did not exist by posing a series of questions. He began by asking whether evil was real. One student confidently answered affirmatively. The professor continued, questioning whether God created everything. The student agreed. The professor then argued that if God created everything and evil exists, then God must be evil. Convinced of God's goodness, the student sought to challenge the professor's argument. He asked the professor if cold existed. The professor replied affirmatively, citing personal experience. The student countered, explaining that cold is merely the absence of heat, which is measured by the presence of warmth in the air. He then inquired about darkness. The professor again affirmed its existence. The student clarified that darkness is simply the lack of light, measurable by the absence of illumination. Finally, the student turned to the topic of evil. The professor acknowledged its presence, referencing global crime. The student argued that evil is not a standalone entity. Rather, it is the absence of God. Evil arises when God's love is missing from human hearts, just as cold comes with the absence of heat and darkness with the lack of light.